Heyo everybody, Haku here with this week's Tower of God review, and this week our chapter was what? Chapter 303, so Season 2, Episode 223. So, yeah, really excited to get into breaking this one down, because I really loved it. The best part for me was the art, for sure. The art was so good this week. And of course the art's usually great. I mean, that's usually something we talk about for these. The art is really good. But this week just... the landscape of it all, the backgrounds look so nice. And I would say maybe, I don't know, there wasn't really any important blog information this week. Sorry, moving my head a little bit. Yeah, there wasn't really any important blog info. So I nothing really to talk about. All of it was kind of just the obvious stuff, so that we see in the chapter. But basically, breaking it down part by part, the panel from the very start looks great. I love the first panel we get. Looks incredible. Karaka launches this massive Shinsu Blast, powerful AF Slayer Shinsu Blast, and then we see Evan's item, and it's called the Frog Fisher, and it is just an OP cute little finger puppet. And it actually absorbs, using its power, I think Hunger was what it was called. It absorbs the entire giant-ass Shinsu Blast. So, OP Evan. The art for the absorption of the Shinsu Blast, my favorite in the chapter. It looked beautiful. Love it. So yeah, I forgot that Evan was in like the top 100 Slayers. Yuri's in like the top 500, but Evan's in the top 100. He is a beast. Like, I had forgot he was that strong. And he even brings up, he's like, we have two high rankers. We're able to handle whatever a rookie Slayer's got. So come at us, bro. Man, just so cool. And then Evan uses the second ability of the Frog Fisher to repair the, I guess I went with Aaron because I was combining repair and Evan. I keep thinking like repair, and the air from that keeps getting thrown into other words. So he uses the Frog Fisher to repair the bridge pathway that Karaka was aiming at and destroying. We still have 3 other powers for the Frog Fisher, and we don't even know what other kind of abilities or items that Evan even has other than that. So he is a powerful fool. Then I just love Karaka's responses to everything. The way we get to see the thought bubbles for Karaka, to see how he's thinking through things, and just the way he speaks with them, like so casually. I liked Karaka here, his personality. Also, Baam mentions that he can swear he's seen Karaka somewhere before, which I think is pretty interesting. And that means we have a lot more to find out, a lot more backstory to go through at some point. So, liking the hints thrown in here. So Team Baam rushes for the path. They say we have to leave the injured behind, so they leave Ron behind. But Yeon is like, no, you have to take me with you. Even though I'm injured, you gotta take me with you. And Danhwa comes too, even though he is injured as well. Then Yuri says that she can tell that Karaka's really just trying to keep Baam off of the train until the train leaves, since he can't harm him in a regular area like the train or the station. Then we just have this badass, incredible nuclear punch panel, which looks amazing. And it's like, even the panels before it look amazing, where Yuri just flashes behind Karaka. Karaka's able to turn around and block a little bit and then get sent flying downward. It's just so good looking. So then we have Karaka using the World of Darkness, which causes black Shinsu bongs to just appear like all over the battlefield. Like, the range was crazy. And then Black Twilight, which was a move from him that I can't really tell what it actually did. It looks like maybe some of the black Shinsu bongs exploded or caused an electrical charge between them or something. But it was kind of hard to tell what it did, or some sort of blast of Shinsu between them. But either way, it was able to block Yuri's second punch, but it wasn't able to cause any damage. It just sort of knocked her back a bit. And that's what Karaka thought to himself. He's like, wow, even all that wasn't enough to do any damage. So it was really cool. And then we get an amazing quote that was really focused on from Yuri, thinking, if I spare this man in front of me right now, he will return someday as my greatest enemy. Foreshadowing as hell. Epic line as hell. I really, really love this. And one of you brought up in the comments, does that mean maybe he's the Slayer assigned to take down the Ha family? Because we know that there are supposed to be 11 Slayers, one for Zahard and one for each of the 10 family heads. So it'd be interesting if Karaka was the natural enemy chosen for the Ha family. That'd be really interesting. So the battlefield, all the, once Baam's group gets to where the path is and are about to cross it, we see a ton of shots of the battlefield, and it's just like explosions and clouds from Shinsu everywhere, and just black orbs floating everywhere. It looks so cool, and it shows that a fight between two powerful rankers like this is like a natural disaster. It is like a crazy storm. So the battlefield just looks beautiful. And then Team Baam prepares to cross the train. It appears as though they have everyone with them except Ron, including the people from Team Ship and Team Novik. So I'm wondering if Team Ship is just seeing them off, or if Team Ship's members are going with them. I know Andrasi wanted to go with them, and probably is, since they need to use Bong Bong. So I hope the rest of the team goes as well, honestly. Okay, loud train. Well then. Yeah, there's the whole train in the background. But really, I don't know, Ron's being left behind. I'm pretty sure we saw everybody else that was with us. So I don't know if Ship is seeing us off or if Ship's team's going with us. But I hope the Ship's team's going with us personally, because I like them and want to see more of them. And I think Ron had a way more attention than he needed this arc, so it's cool to leave Ron behind for a bit. And I would say Novik's team is for sure going, since they made it a point for Kun to mention Beta was there with them. Still, I'm not sure why he's in the lighthouse. I mean, we discussed it in the past a bunch, but we still have no real, I don't know, even though we have our different theories and most of them are probably right, it's like we don't have any official canon confirmation of why Beta is in the lighthouse. So Yuba is determined to go, even though Kun is saying, maybe the injured should stay behind, this is not going to be good. And I think if anyone's dying here, Danwa is. I'm not convinced anyone is, but if we do, it's Danwa, because he told Yuri in a speech a while back that about him wanting to save Yura because he's a knight, he's going to protect women or whatever. And so we got some development between them, and now she's saying this, sort of raising that somebody could die if they get left behind. I think maybe she can't keep up or something, and Danwa sacrifices himself to save her, and that is the only death we have for this passage onto the train. And that would push Yua forward to try to save Yura. So I think if anyone dies, I'm betting on Danwa. And that's where we ended, essentially. So I think the fight here was friggin' just awesome, just beautiful. The art was amazing. The art was, I say it a lot, but some of the best art we've had. And just the beauty of this battlefield just got me. It just got to me. So I loved Karaka here. Karaka, seeing his personality was great. We actually didn't see that much of Yuri's personality, but I like what we did. But again, we already kind of know Yuri. Evan stole the show for me, though. Evan was so freaking cool. I have a newfound love for Evan's character. He was so badass. And it leaves me really, really excited for next week, because I was like, if they're going to drag out the fight for 3 or so chapters, which they very well may be, I was like, if they're going to do that, I don't know. We just got through a long Baam against Kaiser fight. I don't know if I'm in for another long fight, waiting week to week to see what happens in the fight, but this whole crossing the path thing adds a whole nother layer to it that I'm really interested to see. So overall for this, I thought it was really great, but in the end, it wasn't that huge a chapter, really. Even though it was really well made, it was good. It was really, really good. The story didn't really, nothing crazy changed or happened in the actual story, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at here. So either way, I think this one's an 8.5 little finger puppets of death out of 10. So yeah, 8.5 out of 10. I thought it was really great, but of course not the best thing ever, completely amazing. But either way, bit of a short review, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So if you did like the video, I mean, I don't want to ramble on and take up all your time or anything, so I guess the review really isn't that short in the sense of that. But either way, like if you did like it. Yeah, getting flustered. Comment down there. Tell me what you thought of this chapter, what you thought of my thoughts on it. Subscribe for more Tower of God and a ton of other things on the channel. If you're new, check out the channel, sub if you want. Follow on Twitter as well, and I'll try to keep you updated there if you want on stuff for the channel. And that's it. So thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.